Hello students, welcome to Eduauraa. My name is Dinesh Ahirrao, your teacher for Indian Polity session. Constitution as living document. See, it is wrong to regard Constitution as a mere inert document. Constitution is more than what is just written in the Constitution, right? Constitution is basically like a living organism. Like living organism, Constitution constantly keeps of growing and evolving, right? According to the Supreme Court of India, Constitution is like a tree capable of continuous growth with changing scenarios, right? So Constitution, it is a living document. Constitution, it is not a relic cast in stone. Constitution cannot be static, right? Constitution cannot be unalterable. Constitution cannot be unchanging, right? Constitution is not a final word on everything. Constitution cannot be rigid as well. Why? Because a constitution which is rigid will lose its relevance. That is why Constitution at the same time should be dynamic constitution as well. Constitution must be adaptable to the changing needs of circumstances. Constitution must be flexible and must be changeable in accordance with the needs of changing times and circumstances. Why? Because dreams, goals, ideas of the people, they keep on changing from generation to generation, right? So you cannot fix various values and norms in the Constitution itself. Constitution cannot decide everything in eternity, right? There cannot be any finality in the Constitution. That is why there should be some scope for modification in the Constitution. Why? Because Constitution must be dynamic. Constitution cannot be rigid. Constitution cannot be fixed, right? That is why Constitution needs to be dynamic, right? Because Constitution keeps on changing with the needs and demands of the people, because demands and needs of the people, they also keep on changing. That is why Constitution must be a living document as well as Constitution must be dynamic. Understand these two important issues. We have discussed that Constitution is not a dead letter. Constitution is more than what is written in the Constitution. Constitution, it is a living organism. Constitution, it is a dynamic organism. Now, even forefathers of our Constitution, they realized that the Constitution needs to be sufficiently dynamic and Constitution should be flexible. That is why forefathers of our Constitution provided a clause of amendment. So forefathers of our Constitution provided the scope of amendment under the Article 368 of the Constitution. In fact, almost all the constitutions have the procedure to amend or modify the Constitution, right? That is why the founding fathers also knew that the Constitution might collapse if it lacks the scope of modification. Can you imagine a particular book which is not modified, right? If the book is not modified from time to time, then that book will lose relevance. That is why every book has multiple editions. Why it has multiple editions? Because the book needs to be updated from time to time, taking into account changing needs and circumstances. That is why Constitution itself provides the process for its amendment under Article 368 of the Constitution. Constitution which is out of touch with the people's life, aims and aspirations become rather empty. That Constitution will lose relevance. That Constitution which does not allow amendment, that Constitution will rather become empty, right? That is why Article 368, it is very important. In coming lectures, we are going to discuss Article 368 in detail. In fact, Jawaharlal Nehru, who was our first Prime Minister, while speaking to the draft Constitution on 8th of November 1948, said that while we want this Constitution to be as solid as permanent a structure as we can make it. There should be a certain flexibility. If you make anything rigid and permanent, you stop a nation's growth, the growth of living, vital, organic people. He said that if you wish to kill this constitution, make it sacred and sacrosanct. He said that constitution which is unchanging and static, it does not matter how good the constitution is, will gradually approach to its death. So that is how even Nehru said that constitution needs to be flexible. And I hope that you have realized the importance of the dynamism within the constitution as well as importance of constitution being a living document.